our swim meet timing tutorial. First and foremost, thank you for being interested in volunteering to time. What we're going to do in this brief tutorial is take you through the basics of timing a swim meet and give you some additional information to make you feel more comfortable. Also, please note that in addition to this, you will have on-site training, so this won't cover everything, but we're hoping that it gives you enough information that you can come to the meet feeling confident and ready to go. Alright, we're going to talk about stopwatches. This is your main piece of equipment during your work here as a timer. Stopwatches come in all different varieties, so when you do get one at the event, make sure to just try it a few times to make sure how it works. But in general, stopwatches will have start, stop buttons and a reset button. On this watch, either side can start, stop, or reset. And as you'll see in the video, when you see the strobe light on the start of the starter's box, you'll hit start. Stopwatch is running. As your event comes to a close, you're going to go up to the edge of the pool, look over, and make sure you can see when the actual hand touches the wall. That's when you'll stop the watch. And on this watch, you can hold down either side and it resets to 0. Before resetting, we'll show you in a few minutes, you're going to want to record that time on the timer sheet. So it can happen that you miss a start. You may accidentally push the wrong button, or you just didn't reset in time, or you just missed the strobe on the start of the box. If that should happen, we have backup timers waiting to help you. You should immediately raise your hand. Someone will come over and switch a watch that they started, and then you're back in business. All right, we're going to talk about your second piece of equipment. We talked about the stopwatch being your main piece. The second piece is a plunger. And again, these are backups to the touchpad, which is the main piece of equipment that you won't be responsible for. So we talked about the fact that you're going to start your watch and it's going to be running during the race. The plunger, you don't have to do anything to start it. It starts automatically. Your job is going to be to push this plunger at the same time you end the stopwatch and the race. So we talked about walking up to the edge, looking over, and stopping your watch when you see the swimmer touch the wall. Well, now we're going to give you another job, and that's going to be the plunger at the same time. So the swimmer is coming in, I look, the end of the race is coming, boom, plunger and watch, and again you'll record the watch time on the sheet that we'll give you. The button can be placed on the ground in between events while you write things down, but again, the plunger is only used at the end of the race. So the final step after you've ended your race by hitting the plunger and stopping your stopwatch is to record your stopwatch time on the timer sheet that'll be given to you. Timer sheets will include the event name, your swimmer's name, and then a spot for you to write their time in. So at the event, say they finished in a 1 minute, 0.97, you would indicate that and then move on to the next race. You don't have to write the time on the scoreboard. You're only recording the time on your stopwatch. Once you do that, it's important to quickly reset your watch and be ready to go again. One of the things important to know in timing is how long of a distance your race will be, so you know when to stop your stopwatch at the end and push your plunger. For our swim meets, the pool will be 25 yards long, and that is from one end to the other. We call that a length. When somebody goes down and back, that's 50 yards, and we call that a lap. So if you're looking at an event, for example, the 200-yard freestyle, you can think of it in lengths, which would be 8 each time down, or you can think of it as 4 laps, 4 times down and back. So if you think about this and then look at the distance of your event, even though the strokes may change, breaststroke, backstroke, individual medley, the distance is always the same, and thinking about this will help you know when to stop your watch. For longer events, it might include distances like the 500-yard freestyle, 1,000-yard freestyle, 1650 and 1500 meter swim, which we typically call a mile, something special will take place to take note of. You'll see at the far end of the pool, as we see in the video, they will have lap counters that'll help them track how far they've gone during the race. The way this will look on your end is you'll see white numbers until they reach the second to the last lap of the race, and then at the final lap, as you'll see, they'll put in orange. When you see orange, that's your sign that they're coming back to finish the race. And again, as we saw earlier, when you'll come up to the edge of the pool and be ready to hit your plunger and stop your stopwatch. In addition, the lead swimmer in the heat will receive a bell ring indicating that they are on their last lap of the race. Not every swimmer will always get a bell lap. At larger meets, each swimmer may get it, but usually it's only the lead swimmer that'll get a bell lap. Okay, so that's it. Thanks again for your time and attention. And again, we'll take this information, we'll give you some on-site information when you arrive at the facility, and we'll be ready to go.